Outsourcing your videos for editing. Should you do it in-house or should you give it to the pros? In today's video, we want to talk about that because currently right now, are you filming content? Are you editing content yourself? Are you having someone in the Philippines do it? And or potentially, are you one of our clients at Liftoff Agent and we're doing it for you? So first and foremost, let's wait and stop for a second, talk about standard operating procedures and KPIs. Do you have those two things set up? Now, if you don't have a standard operating procedure, SOP, and KPIs, key performance indicators that are indicating that standard procedure is working properly with the video editing, whether you're using your child, you're doing it yourself, you want to outsource the process, you really need to make sure that you have a good standard operating procedure. And you really, literally, all it is collecting your thoughts and setting the intention and writing down specifically what it is that you want to see. You want to see 1 video a week, 2 video a week. What does that look like as far as the video content? So writing out the content. What kind of, say, music do you want? What kind of B-roll do you want? Do you want any stock imagery in the video? So make sure that you're maximizing all the various opportunities of filming your content and also setting the intention to outsource the video to be edited in the Philippines, even potentially have maybe someone in your office, or maybe even you have like one of your kids editing it, but you want to make sure you write down specifically what you're looking for, what the intention is. We know this because we go through this with our team here at Liftoff Agent, making sure that we're maximizing, say, what we're doing. So welcome to today's video. My name is Norman Lloyd Kinsey III. I'm your CEO and co-founder of the #1 marketing and positioning agency. We help licensed real estate professionals, mortgage professionals, just like you, start up, ramp up, and or scale up their businesses to have more success with the process. So if you're like a ramp up or scale up, we're going to be helping you out with the thumbnail, the copy, and also scripting. If you're on scale up, then we get into the video editing. But in today's video, we just want to talk about the pros and the cons, and hopefully this will help you out whether you're one of our clients at Liftoff Agent and or if you're literally going to get started with video, you're already on video, and you want to streamline the process and have more success. We want to go over all the things in today's video. If you haven't already done so, like, subscribe, notification bell. We really would appreciate it, so that way we can know that we're doing a good job here to keep on moving forward. Now, let's go ahead and get into this. So a couple things I'm thinking about when, say, for instance, editing your videos. You can outsource them, but when outsourcing them, you definitely need to find someone who's going to be someone you can trust, someone that you know, like, and trust, and someone who can be consistent with the output of the editing. Even if you're doing it in-house and yourself, I would highly recommend that you specifically do anywhere from 1 to 3 videos per week on YouTube, and you're consistent with the videos, and this goes with social media as well. You want to make sure that you're posting at least a piece of content every single day of the week, to be honest with you, being able to maximize the opportunity and the exposure to get as much reach as you possibly can. So when you're thinking about potentially doing what you're doing and you're going through, we'll start off with the pros and cons when it comes to, say, doing this and starting the videos and doing it in-house. If you're doing it in-house, you got to set the SOPs and the KPIs like I talked about at the beginning of the video. You got to be consistent filming them yourself, and then you need to have someone who potentially can do the editing for you. Now, when you have that editing done for you in-house, if it's yourself, then you're going to have some cons as far as what is the schedule of you filming? How often are you filming? How much time do you have when you're working with buyers and sellers to do your own video content? It can be very daunting. So that's where the outsourcing comes in. So some of the pros is of course, you're going to save money. So you're going to save some money and you're not going to have to pay someone to outsource to get this done. And potentially you could just do it yourself because you don't have the budget. But if you don't have the time, right, then that actually can turn into a little bit of a con instead of a pro, trying to save money doing it yourself when you can just outsource it to the pros and they can get it done for you. So you really want to think to yourself, what do you want to be focusing on and what do you want to be not focusing on? Do the things that you love to do, working with your buyers and sellers in that process, and delegate and give the other activity items like, say, editing content and putting together your video, thumbnails, and copy to, say, someone like Liftoff Agent and or say maybe Outsource. You can go on Upwork. Now, the second thing is to think about is if you're going to go ahead and outsource it. Now, if you're going to outsource it, what are some pros and some cons with outsourcing? Now, some pros, you save yourself some time. You can have, say, a video editor that you can hopefully rely on, who's consistent and can just crush it for you. And then you don't have to think about it, right? And then hopefully you don't have to do the thumbnail and the copy and what have you. As I just met with someone last week who literally has a videographer and a editor, but he does a thumbnail and the copy and posts a video himself, which is okay, but that's also going to then be a con because what should you be focusing on, right? You should be focusing on your buyers and your sellers and producing additional content, especially if you're going to be outsourcing the video content anyways, right? So what are some of the cons when outsourcing? Now, some of the cons is you have to hire, you have to fire, you have to think about scheduling, and you have to go through the process of making sure that person is going to be on time. Now, what happens when they're not on time with, say, one of your videos, and then they call in sick, and then you have an issue? Now, one of our clients here, Christopher Long, he basically had an issue with one of our video editors, full transparency here at Liftoff Agent. And what happened is one of our video editors was getting behind a little bit. So then he reached out to our support staff, also to me personally, and said, hey, I feel like, things are getting behind, and I want to make sure that my video schedule is up to par, 2 videos a week, so I'm supposed to be getting what's happening. And so luckily we have a video team, and all we had to do is basically talk to our video team and have one of our other video editors, Jackie, come in and help out with the process. And now he's back on track. So those are some things to think about. On the con side, the hiring, the firing, and making sure that person's on time. And then basically the cons is going to be if they do call in sick or if they're not available and then you can't stay consistent with your uploading schedule, that could be definitely frustrating. Last point is Liftoff Agent. You can give the videos to Liftoff Agent. They'll help you with scripting, they'll do the thumbnail, they'll do the editing and do all that for you, and also deal with the hiring, the firing, and making sure everything's done. So there's a lot more pros because you have one point of contact, single solution. They're going to deal with the hiring and firing. They're going to deal with someone calls in sick, and all you have to do is get the videos filmed and get the videos done. That is awesome. I think there's a lot of value there and definitely something to take in consideration when either doing it in-house, outsourcing, or doing it yourself. Now, did you find that video helpful? I would love to get your feedback. And what are you currently doing? Are you currently outsourcing to the Philippines? Or are you utilizing Upwork? Or are you already utilizing Liftoff Agent? Was that video helpful? If it was, then all you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified on Tuesdays and Thursdays when new videos come out every single week. And that's our goal, is to help you, serve you, and support you so you can have more success at the end of the day with passively prospecting, putting out content, say like on YouTube, to have more success, period. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, notification bell, comment below with what you're currently doing. We'll love to be able to build a community here at liftoffagent.com, or liftoffagent.com's here, but youtube.com, and we'll see you all on the next one.